What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a special guest in the building today, Mr. Willie Gaines Jr., one of the latest commitments to the Jackson State football team out of Florida. Willie, how's it going, man?
Everything all good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Willie will play wide receiver for Coach Prime. He'll be catching passes from Shador, and he'll help that JSU offense in the 2022 season. Now, Willie, before we get to Jackson State and the spring game and all that stuff, let's talk about you. I want the fans to get to know you a little better, Willie. Like, coming out of Florida, when did you first start playing football? Who's the first person to kind of put that football in your hands? And when did you realize, like, yo, I'm actually pretty good at this?
I started playing football at 4 years old, and my dad was the first one to put the football in my hands at actually 3. So
Wow.
like when I started knowing when I was good, when I get older, I knew like younger, I knew the game. Phone Phil, I had it on the TV.
Yeah, that's all good.
But look, my dad had gave me the ball at 4 years old. But like, as I was growing up, I started progressing and knew I was better every day as I'm getting older.
Yeah, man. Now you played ball in Florida. You grew up in Florida. What was that like? How was some of that competition, and who were some of the guys that you kind of like looked up to, or went against that were tough out there?
It was like we had competition like every level. Like as I I played Pop Warner, like high school ball. Then like it was a lot of competition everywhere. Like a lot of speed. Like 'cause Florida known for speed. There's a lot of talent out here.
Now, when you were in high school, who were some of the teams that kind of recruited you? What was the recruitment process like for you in high school? How did all that go?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I started really getting offers going into my senior year. Like I ain't really get no interest my freshman, sophomore year till like when I started getting right in my 11th grade year. And then that's when I started blowing up. I played for a Rat Pack, a 7-17 called Rat Pack, and I kind of got exposure out there too.
Now, was it just the fact that did you make that big of a jump? Were you just that much better of a player that year? Or what was it? What did the colleges notice that made them kind of finally put you on their radar?
Probably like I'm not gonna lie to you because like I got playing time my freshman year, but not too much. But sophomore year, I actually played quarterback. I threw for 1,600 yards my sophomore year. Then like my junior year, I switched to running back. I rushed for like 1,400 that year. My senior year, I played wide receiver. That's when I started really playing wide receiver, and I had caught for 1,200 yards. But like it been there.
Yeah,
it been there.
So, but you haven't been. So that means you haven't been a receiver for that long, man. What was that transition like? Yeah, what's that transition been like for you?
Like it wasn't like because my ability. I already knew I could have played wide receiver. I just needed to learn some more techniques to make me more like of a wide receiver. Because I know like when I play quarterback, I gotta act like a quarterback. When I play running back, I gotta act like a running back. So when I went to wide receiver, it was like I know I just needed like really learn how to run routes, and I practice that over time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Once again, we're talking to Willie Gaines Jr., one of the latest commitments to the Jackson State football team. Now, Willie, talk to me about your JUCO experience. So what was that like for you? What made you decide to go the JUCO route, and how was that?
Really, I went because out of high school, I was committed to Toledo, but like I didn't pass the requirements to go to Toledo that summer. So like a lot of people don't know this. Before out of high school, when I graduated in 2019, I took a year off football, a whole year off football.
Wow.
Then I found later like that summer, I found like Dodge. Then they recruited me like at the last minute. Then I went to JUCO. It was way different. Like Kansas JUCO, way different. Ain't really too much out there to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kansas from Florida to Kansas, I know that was a heck of an adjustment. Just during that year off, man, what was that like for you? Was that tough not being able to play football? Were you training? Like, what was that like?
It was very tough because like I was like I'm not gonna count like I was at the verge like giving up, but I know I had too much talent to give up. And like, yeah, it was hard though, because nobody I just thought it was over at that point. But I started working, like something clicked in my head, and people that watch me play football, all that, they kept telling me, like, get back into it. So I'm listening to them, and I know for myself that I'm good. So like I just put back in the work and got the Dodge. They found me.
Yeah, hey, and that's what it's all about, man. Like you never gave up on your dream. You end up at Dodge. You do your thing at Dodge, man. What was the recruitment like? You know, now when you were leaving Dodge, you got involved with some different schools. When did Jackson State come into play as far as your recruitment?
All right, I'll tell you this.
Hey, I love the stories, man.
I actually had a lot of interest, but like I feel like after I told a lot of schools I was a May grad, I actually taught a lot of Power 5 schools. Like after I told them I was a May grad, now in December they kind of like backed off me. Nobody really started hitting me up. But later, like as I kept going, I posted a lot, got my film out there a lot. But like JSU just came, like I got to say, like last week or 2 weeks ago. Wow. And they wanted, as soon as the first day I talked to them, they wanted to bring me up to a visit.
Wow. So you haven't actually been able to talk to them very long. They were kind of just on top of you and really showed the support.
Yeah, they showed love.
Hey,
they showed love when I was up there too.
Hey, that's awesome. Once again, we're talking to Willie Gaines, Jr., one of the latest Jackson State commits. Now, Willie, you were there over the weekend for the spring game. What was that like? What was the atmosphere like? What was the people like, having ESPN, having all the craziness? What was going on from your perspective?
It was a lot of fun. I like the atmosphere. There was a lot of people there, and like seeing the talent that I'm gonna play with next year fall, it's gonna be exciting because I know in practice I'm gonna get better. Like going against like Shiloh, Travis Hunter, all them, I know it's gonna get me better.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Now, for those who may or may not have been able to see you play on the field, how would you describe your game as a receiver?
I'm very shifty. I'm fast too. I'm fast, but I'm most definitely gonna make the first man miss. Like I say I compare my game to, like, I play like a Tyree Hill, but I can run routes, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you said.
I can run routes, and most definitely you can get open.
Yeah, so Tyreek Hill. So that means, do you like running deep routes and getting open, or are you more like quick and get me the ball and let me go to work? Like,
quick, give me the ball, like screens. I like 10-yard outs, but like when I do want to go deep, I like the double route, post corner post, all those.
The double routes. Hey, that's pretty good, man. So you said you were May grad. So what are some of those things that you still have to knock out as far as school and how are you training, getting ready?
I just gotta finish up, but like I've been training, lifting weights, really get ready for school. But right now I've been like kind of more focused on finish these classes before I can get to JSU.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, how has the staff kind of told you how they plan on using you? What are some of the things they hope to draw up and get you into that offense?
Like they really talked about like putting me out there and get open, like have another weapon on the field for Shador.
Now, Willie, JSU's got a lot of receivers, man, both on campus and coming in. What does that, when you're being recruited, is that something that you pay attention to, or are you like, or does competition bring the best out of you? Like, how does that make you feel?
No, really how I see it, because like I didn't tell you this at first. When I went to Dodge, they recruited me late. They already had players in front of me. I had to earn my spot. I ain't start the first year I was there. I ain't start till like the 4th game. Then that's when I start clicking up. Like I ain't really worrying about competition. If you're a dog, you're a dog. You're gonna be a dog regardless.
Absolutely, man. Hey, absolutely. You ain't lying about that, because I mean, especially at this level, man, at this level, and the way the teams in the SWAC and specifically JSU's recruiting, they're looking for the best of the best, man. And what do you feel like you'll be able to bring to Jackson State as far as like the team, the program, and what are some of the goals that you're going to set for yourself when you hit campus this year?
Really like to get, like when I get to campus, I really want to get in the playbook because I want to get on the field quick as I can. And also really like bring more, like I know they got the energy right now, but bring more energy. Like, to make like the crowd like get into it more. Like I know I'm gonna make a lot of big plays. I just needed a quarterback to do that, and at JSU, I know we got him.
Hey, you ain't lying about that, man. Once again, we're talking to Willie Gaines Jr., one of the latest commits to Jackson State. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Now, Willie, talking about energy, man. What are some of your? Do you have any like pregame things that you get into? Who do you listen to? Who's in the headphones before you go out, take the field? Any specific artists? Any specific songs that you got going before you hit the field?
Kodak. I like
Kodak.
Kodak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be Kodak. What you said from Florida. What's your favorite Kodak song? Or do you have a couple of favorites or something that you
I got a couple of favorites. I like Kodak so much. I probably can listen to all of them.
Yeah. I got you, man. I got you. Now, Willie, what are some of your goals, man? I know you I always ask, young men this as far as football. I hope you go on to have a long, successful football career, man. Go ball out of Jackson State, win championships, and then even go to the NFL and do your thing. But football, like, it ends quick. You know what I mean? Like, you'll still be a young man even after a long professional career. What are some of the things that you want to do outside of football? Like, are there anything specific that you want to get into once football is over with?
Like, when football is over, I was thinking about becoming like a personal trainer, train the young kids and show them the different path that I went through, had to go through, and show them like things that I didn't know that I know now.
What are some of those things that like you would like to, instill into some of those young kids? Anything specific?
Like, don't too much worry about, like, if you good, you good. Like, take care of your school first, and the school always will come first before, like, sports or anything, to be honest. And also, like, show them, like, you can do anything. Like, I came a long way. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came a long way. And show them, like, anything possible. You can do anything you put your mind to it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Once again, we're talking to Willie Gaines, one of the latest Jackson State football commits. Now, Willie, you going to a Jackson State team, man, that SWAC East champs, SWAC champions, and Celebration Bowl champions. You got to see the team, what the team looks like this spring is in person. And then you and a bunch of other guys will be on the team by this fall. What are the goals for the team? What do you think is going to happen once you guys, start the season come September? Obviously, you got to go through fall camp and all that stuff. But what are your expectations for the team even before you get there?
Like, I seen a lot of a lot of talent out there. I just know, like, when I get at it and the other players that was recruit with me, like, we gonna be super good. We're gonna be good. We're gonna win another championship. I see it coming.
Absolutely. Hey, man, I'm glad you're excited for it. I am excited for you, man. I think you guys have the chance to have a really special team. Now, Willie, I'll get you out of here on this, man. For the JSU fans that are at home, if you have anything, last words you want to say to them before we get you out of here, what is that? The floor is yours, my man.
Hey, shout out to Tiger Nation. I can't wait to get on campus, get started. And I got one more thing to say before I get off here. Hey, shout out to Coach Sands. Thank you for this blessing.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is Willie Gaines. He's one of the latest Jackson State football commits. Hey, Willie, I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day, man. Good luck to you at Jackson State. Once again, Willie Gaines Jr., he will be a receiver for Jackson State, and he's going to bring some energy, speed, and more on that offensive side of the ball. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.